Addis Ababa is a city of renown, a jewel among Africa's great metropolises. This historic city, close to a century and a half in age, is a mirror of Ethiopia herself, a living museum of over 18 nations and nationalities, a tapestry woven with the threads of diverse cultures. For many, the name Addis Ababa evokes visions of Ethiopia's vibrant capital, a city characterized by its high-altitude atmosphere and a distinctive blend of tradition and modernity. However, for diplomats, policymakers, and Pan-Africanists worldwide, Addis Ababa represents something far deeper. It stands as the unique focal diplomatic hub of Africa. The significance of Addis Ababa is rooted in a unique history that sets it apart from other African capitals. Unlike most cities, Addis Ababa was not founded by colonial power. It was established in 1886 by Emperor Menelik II, who chose the sea for its fertile land and natural hot springs. The city's destiny was sealed a decade later when Ethiopia became the only African nation to successfully repel a European colonial invasion at the Battle of Adwa. This historic victory cemented Ethiopia's place as a symbol of African independence and resistance. This legacy of sovereignty and self-determination became the foundation for the Pan-African movement. Leaders like Kwame Nkrumah of Ghana and Julius Nyerere of Tanzania likened to Ethiopia as a beacon of hope and safe haven for nationalists fighting for their liberation. When the time came to create a unified continental body, there was only one logical choice for its home. In 1963, Addis Ababa hosted the historic meeting that gave birth to the Organization of African Unity, OAU, the forerunner of today's African Union, AU. In the recent since the city has become the permanent seat of the AU, the United Nations Economic Commission for Africa, UNECA, and a myriad of other international organizations and more than 120 embassies. This construction of diplomatic power is unrivaled on the continent, making Addis Ababa a vital nexus for dialogue, negotiation, and cooperation. For 7 years, the government has been undertaking a wide range of projects to give Addis Ababa a look befitting its international renown. The most prominent of this ongoing large-scale corridor developmental project. Now, the city is undergoing a historic transformation, redefining what it means to be a livable, modern, and beautiful African capital through both corridor development and riverside revitalization initiatives. Ethiopia's capital is improving daily life while positioning itself as a rising star in African tourism and urban innovation. These initiatives are not merely about upgrading infrastructure. They represent a fundamental shift in urban planning aimed at creating a more livable and sustainable city. The projects, which have been implemented in phases, involve improving major routes by creating wider roads, dedicated bicycle lanes, and spacious pedestrian walkways. This focus on non-motorized transport is crucial for a city where a large percentage of the population walks, and it aims to reduce traffic congestion and improve air quality. Beyond transportation, the corridors are designed to integrate green space, recreational areas, and public plazas, which are vital for enhancing the quality of life and fostering a sense of community. The development has also had a profound impact on the city's socio-economic landscape by revitalizing neglected areas. The projects have spurred new commercial and residential developments, attracting investment and creating new job opportunities in the construction, retail, and hospitality sectors. The transformation aims to turn Addis Ababa into a smart city with modernized utilities like improved drainage systems and telecommunication networks. Visitors are now rediscovering a city that looks, feels, and breathes differently. The city is more than just comfortable for its residents. It has also become a beautiful destination for foreign visitors who come to explore its historical significance related to Pan-African ideals, its role as a beacon of African liberation, and its foundation as the headquarters of the African Union. The Corridor Development Project is a multi-sectorial initiative aimed at improving roads, mobility, and public space, spanning over 240 kilometers. The project includes 48 kilometers of newly asphalted roads, 96 kilometers of pedestrian walkways, and 100 kilometers of dedicated bicycle lanes. It also introduced 48 new bus and taxi terminals to streamline public transportation. These upgrades have revived neglected neighborhoods and brought essential public amenities, from modern parks and libraries to skill training centers and upgraded housing for low-income residents. The city is begun reducing to serve everyone. Equally transformative is the Addis Ababa Riverside project, which is converting polluted riverbanks into vibrant public space. Once held hazardous, these rivers now host walkways, plazas, amphitheaters, and bike paths, turning environmental liabilities into valuable community assets. Initiatives like Clean Ethiopia and Dime for Sugar are improving sanitation and the city's appearance. A boarding school for visually impaired students built by the Office of the First Lady reflects a commitment to inclusive infrastructure. Beyond aesthetics, the corridor project is enhancing daily life, improving traffic flow, reduced accidents, and expanded green areas have created a safer and more enjoyable urban experience. Lightning walkways and trees along major corridor have turned a stratus into place for both transit and leisure. These projects aren't merely about infrastructure. They are about resilience, job creation, tourism, and fostering an inviting investment climate. They reflect a large vision of building a capital that serves as a citizen and prepare for future generations. For a young African visiting Addis Ababa can be a transformative experience. They might walk the same corridors where their grandparents' generation fought for independence or witness a head of state summit shaping their future. The city is living movement to the Pan-African dream, a place where the struggles of the past and the aspiration of the future converge. Addis Ababa is now without its challenges. Like many rapidly growing urban centers, it grapples with issues of infrastructure, population growth, and urban planning. Yet it continues to rise to the ocean, solidifying its reputation as a city that can host world leaders, influence global agendas, and serve as the symbol of African resilience and ambition. It is a city that, throughout its history and its unwavering commitment to unity, has truly earned its title as the diplomatic heart of Africa.